Sir, can you state your name first and
Emile Guertin, executive producer of Discovery Networks Asia Pacific. My name, don't get it wrong, Emile, and then Guertin.
Okay. So what made you decide to use the work of Sally Bendocino for this particular production of Discovery Channel?
Well, when we were looking at our local market here in the Philippines, we obviously could see that EDSA 30 was coming up, and we were keen to try and put together a show that would be a suitable testimony to what happened 30 years ago. We already have a relationship with Sally, the producer, and we found out that actually she had created a EDSA retrospective that she produced 10 years earlier on the 20th anniversary. So we were really keen to, capitalize on the great access that she had in her first film. And then we decided, well, hang on a minute, why don't we just utilize her film and we can update it, we can shoot a new host to, if you like, connect the dots from one part of the story to the other. And we can also try to rewrite some of the script, update some of the facts, and it would be great as well to try and get a few more comments from one of the key players or two of the key players now 30 years old. So that's when we had the interview with Pinky and Ballsy, who gave us a retrospective perspective 30 years on at the end of the film. Once we'd basically managed to re-script some of it, we had put in the new host, we had shot some additional interview materials, and then we created a new music score for it. We felt that it really gave the original version of Sally's film like a new kind of a new facelift, if you like, and was now more relevant for EDSA at 30, but still capitalizing on the great access that she got 10 years earlier.
Do you think that some of the individuals or personalities portrayed in the show will be affected because some of them are running for position in the government?
Yeah.
For example, Senator Gringo is there,
yeah.
and also the family of Bongbong Marcos.
Yes.
Bongbong Marcos is running for VP as well.
Yeah. No, because there's a distinct separation between the political discussion that one can have or the historical discussion which the film has. And so it's a bit silly to want to avoid speaking to and involving some of the key players just because they're running in the next kind of election here. These are key players who were involved in the EDSA revolution in 1986, and that's what our film is about. So it was important to feature in discussion some of those key players for the historical value which they bring to the story, not for their political opinion.
Was there an effort to also communicate with the president? Because after all, he's the son of the...
We would, of course, it would have been great to speak to the president. We felt that given the fact that he's actually still in his presidency, we might get a slightly more off the cuff, more sort of philosophical reaction from one or two of his close relatives. Because, of course, you can also talk about how Pinky and Ballsy lost their father. So, of course, it would have been nice to have had a comment from him, from the president now. But I think we're very happy with the interviews that we got as well.
So did he decline or he didn't accept the...
No, what happened was, we originally we just wanted to speak to Pinky and Ballsy.
Okay.
And we figured that if they were interested in taking part in the film, that in turn they might mention it to their brother, the president now. And if he was interested, maybe he could say a couple of lines. But on the actual day of our production, I believe that the president was busy. I think he was on a conference call actually, and wasn't really able to come out of his conference meeting.
For you, as a foreigner, living outside of the Philippines, right? What do you think is the most significant outcome of the people power?
As in, what was a significant outcome then, or how we look at it now? Or
Then and now.
Yeah, I guess then the most significant outcome as a foreigner, I think to me, if you forget the political context, but just it's really amazing when you hear so many different stories and perspectives from people that are so passionate about wanting to affect and bring about change. Sometimes their methods of change are questionable by other people, but I think the human condition to want to bring about change and continually trying to find ways to improve society, it's a really universal topic, and I think it's beautifully displayed in the testimonies that we get in People Power 30 years on.
Okay. So can you, sir, please invite them to watch the show?
Sure. So tune in to Discovery Channel on February the 25th, 2016 at 9 o'clock to watch People Power 30 years on, and use that as a great chance to reflect on the struggles that the Filipino people went through, and to, of course, use that as a chance to look in the next 30 years ahead. So enjoy the show.
Thank